man, dig this real gone show for a crazy thriller. It's Monsters A Go-Go. A horror thriller with the go-go beat. Live on stage from Hollywood.
In case you pass out, that's tough.
Released in 1974, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre follows a group of teens on a road trip through the heart of Texas. Unfortunately, they end up falling victim to a family of hillbilly cannibals, the most famous of which being the terrifying Leatherface, a chainsaw-slinging, hammer-smashing, human skin mask-wearing maniac. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is truly scary and one of the few horror movies to just make me feel uncomfortable. It perfectly captures the feeling of being trapped in the middle of nowhere with nobody to help you. Director Tobe Hooper presents the film in a low-budget, gritty, almost documentary style. It has an extremely chilling opening narration that suggests that everything you're about to see is real, and while it's mostly fiction and very loosely based on the real-life serial killer Ed Gein, this opening perfectly sets the mood for what you're about to see.
The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The film is absolutely disgusting. It feels gross, dirty, and grimy thanks to the low-budget look. It makes me feel like I have to wash my hands after looking at it. The grittiness adds to the realism. But for a movie called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, don't expect a bloodbath. The movie feels gross, yes, but there is hardly any gore in the movie, and there's only one kill that actually uses a chainsaw. Leatherface is a very unsettling villain. He has the scariest entrance out of any slasher. It's completely silent as Kirk enters the house, and Leatherface just comes out of nowhere and cracks him in the head with a hammer. He twitches on the ground for a bit, Leatherface takes him away, and that's it. The sound design is immaculate as you hear the crack of the hammer on Kirk's skull. It's just so realistic, and that makes it one of the most disturbing kills I've ever seen. Leatherface gives this uncomfortable feeling that you just don't get from other slasher villains. Watching Freddy or Jason is fun, but watching Leatherface is just unsettling. This applies to the rest of the family too. The hitchhiker in particular does a great job at giving you an uncomfortable feeling. The rest of the characters don't really stand out too much, unfortunately. This brings us to Franklin. Franklin might be the absolute worst character in horror movie history.
Sorry!
Every second he's on screen, I absolutely hate this guy.
Boom! It goes boom!
Franklin, I like me. Please take the subject.
Oh my god, shut up.
Sally, I hear something. Stop! Stop!
Ah, good, that's better. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of the most effective horror movies I've ever seen and a personal favorite. It makes me feel uncomfortable and disturbed every time I watch it. If you think you can stomach it, definitely check it out.
Pleasant nightmares, friends.
Good midnight to you.